Credit card is not your money, okay? Emeka, Drew, Charles, Femi, by the way, these are my subscribers. Come closer, let me tell you. So you're planning to come to Canada, you're landing soon, whatever means you're trying to land, visitor visa, work permits, permanent residence. It's important that you learn about credit card. When I talk about credit card and money, it doesn't get a lot of view because everybody's but you need to hear this, okay? Because having a bad credit in this country would make your life miserable. You heard me right. It's going to make your life miserable if you have a bad credit score. So the way Canada works, especially if you're coming from countries where credit is not a system, okay? If you land here, you go to the bank, and by the way, even a visitor can open bank accounts in Canada. It's interesting. If you land here, you go to the bank, you open a bank account, and they offer you a credit card. That credit card money is not your money. It's still the bank's money. So, but it's important to build credit score. So you cannot say you don't want to use your credit card, okay? You can't be using only your debit card. Why I want to talk about the importance of credit card is because I bought a house within 10 months of living in Canada, and one of the things that played key role in me being able to achieve that was because myself and my spouse had a good credit score. So the way the credit system works, okay, it's important that you understand it. So the way the credit system works is that you come here, you open a bank account, they give you a credit card, and they put a limit. It could be $1,000, $2,000, does not matter. Any amount you have, you can build a good credit score with that. But a lot of times I see people come because you have a credit card of $2,000 and that money is just in your hand to spend. If you do not have financial literacy, you go ahead and start spending and then start struggling to pay. The best way to use your credit card is to use your credit card and pay the amount due on or before the due date. Don't pay it too early, don't also pay it too late. So every month they will bring out your account statement, okay? You will see amount due. They would issue that if you open your bank app, you see the amount due and you see the due dates. That is the amount that you have a business paying, and be paying that amount on time. You can pay it on the dates it's due, 2 days before it's due. That is the way you build your credit score. You should stop paying minimum amount due, because minimum amount due is going to add interest to whatever you are owing, and you don't want to be paying bank that is already making money from you more money, okay? So credit card and credit score is very important, because if you want to buy a car here and you want to finance it, the company, let's say I go to my favorite car brand, Audi, blue color, Q5. Let's say I go to Audi and I want to finance my favorite car, and I get there and they run a credit check on me and they see that my credit score is bad. My interest rate is going to be way higher. So if I'm supposed to finance that car, this is an example, at a rate of 5%, I might have to finance that car at 6, 7 or even 9% interest rate, because I don't have a good credit history. What your credit card is telling any organization that runs a check on it is that this person is prudent with money, or this person is irresponsible with money. Now, the person who is prudent with money, who has a good credit score, who has financial literacy, gains more, because you have a good credit score, you pay less interest, you get approvals easily. You don't have a good credit score, everything is more expensive for you. You want to buy a house, your credit score plays a huge role. So when I was applying for my mortgage, my credit score was already above 750, and that was within 10 months of being in Canada. And that credit card started from just $1,000 balance, and the next thing they increased it to 2,500. The next thing is at 6,000 now. I got a message to add increase again, but I said no, because it's also important to learn what line of credit means. When you are doing some certain financial buy or big purchases like buying a home, all the line of credit you have. So let's say my credit card is $10,000 credit limit. My husband also have 10,000 credit card limit. That's $20,000 worth of credit. That is 2 line of credit. That is $20,000. And when I want to buy a property, they would have to remove those line of credit for whatever amount that I qualify for. Okay, now I know that when it comes to money topic or finance topic, a lot of people are not interested in it, but the reason why you will either be rich or poor is how much interest you have when it comes to money talk. You have to be interested in finance. You have to be interested in these things, because you live in a society that these things are the things that are controlling, everything in that society. So if you do not know already how it works, start learning how it works. Spend your credit card, pay it on time. It's very, very important. That money, you cannot just be saying, the trap. You will spend $600 and they will tell you minimum due $10, and then you pay $10. Then you're going to be paying interest on that. Why don't you just pay off the amount due? Because you might have $600 that you've used, but maybe $250 is due. That is what you need to pay. If you cannot clear it off, pay at least the amount due. Stop paying the minimum due. It's important. And don't go around when you're new in Canada. This one I've seen, at least personally, people that I know, I've seen more than 4 people do this. You can't go around taking credit card from here and there and there and there. These things affect you at the end, Plenty credit card in your hands and you are not even financially settled. You'll be tempted to spend what you've not earned. It's very important that as you come, start with one credit card, okay? Start with one credit card. Don't be in a hurry to go to another bank, because you know that if you open another bank account, that bank is also going to give you another credit card. And then you just keep accumulating credit card, and then you keep paying interest. I've seen people that their credit score is like so low, and I'm just like, how did you even get here in the first place? Now, this is not a judgmental video, but rather to just bring awareness, because personally, I didn't have credit card back in Nigeria, and I'm sure a lot of people from some other part of the world as well. If you're coming from places where credit cards is not, it's not a credit system per se, then you would not even know. You would just think it's an ordinary ATM card, like the way you have your debit card. But that's not what it is. Unfortunately, there is no education here, because to say, oh, you might be new to credit cards, so let me educate you on how it works. The truth is, they already think that you know how it works, because that is a normal system here, but not so many of us knows how it works. So therefore, it's important that we are actually using and paying that credit card as at when due. Please, I'm repeating, Drew, Charles, these are my 2 favorites. I'm repeating myself. Don't say that you will not use. What did these 2 boys do to me? Don't say, Mimi, why are you shouting our names? Don't say, I'm not going to spend the credit card, I'm going to keep it inside your box, okay? Because if you have 0 from not spending the credit card money, why is it that credit card is like the most marketed commodity in the world? Credit card, you see them if you're watching football matches there. The other day, my husband is playing video game. I see some Mastercard there. It's very well advertised. Don't go and drop it in your box and say, I will not spend it so that I will not get into trouble. No, you need to spend it. So nothing in its own is a bad thing. Misuse and mismanagement is what makes something bad. So if it's just like loan, a lot of people will say, no, I don't want to take loan. So many rich people and rich country that are all in everybody takes loan. It depends on what you are using that loan to do. Did you take the loan to go and buy Louis Vuitton, or did you take the loan to actually invest? And did you invest in something that makes sense, or you invested in a rubbish investment? Nothing on its own is a bad thing. It all just depends on education, awareness, and you actually being knowledgeable about it. So don't drop your credit card and say, I won't use it. 10 years later, you just be like that person in the Bible where they talked about a master that gave 10 talents to one, gave 5 talents to one, and gave another person, gave 2 talents and gave the other one 1 talent. And that one talent person went and buried it because he said his master's is wicked and he knows that he likes to reap where he did not sow. So when the master came back and the other people are bringing the talent and saying we've doubled it, we invested this money, we use it to make more money for you, master. And the other one said, I know that you're a wicked master, so I kept this one talent so that when you come back, I'll just give it to you. And that one say, you know what? I'll take it and give to the person who already has 10, and he that has none, he that has nothing, even what he has will be taken away from him. Anyway, wow, Sunday school, hallelujah. Now, what I'm trying to say is that don't bury your credit card in your box. Use it, but pay on time, because if you don't use it, your life will be so miserable. The way they've structured the system is so that anytime you want to make any huge step, anything you want, anytime you want to take any big step, your credit card will be checked. Even in small things like getting a data plan for your or a phone plan, they will still run so there's soft check, there's hard check, okay? And each time they pull all these checks, your points even drop more. So imagine if you already have a miserable credit card, and they pull all these checks on you, and then it just even get worse. Okay, now another thing that I want to say is that what is a good credit score? For the most part, nobody starts their credit card with 0 score. So it's not like you're in 0 trying to build it to 750, right? Everybody starts off with a good, at least 600. I think my bank started me off like with 600 and something, right? So you can either start going downward from there or start going upward. A good credit card, in my opinion, is 700 and above. That should be your dream credit score, so that when you want to get anything, you might want to drive your latest car and do trades in, and you just get it on the best interest rate, not paying something that I like to watch Divorce Court a lot. Judge Lintor calls it a stupid tax. Paying tax for something that you paying more money. Okay, she calls it stupid tax, but it's basically you paying money for something you should be paying money for if you are just build a good credit score. I hope this makes sense. Okay, stop gathering credit card, start using your credit card, start paying your credit card on time. Learn what credit is. Okay, learn, read, call the bank, ask questions before you pick. And there are different types of credit card. Before you take one, do you want a cashback? Do you want to earn points? Do you want to earn miles? You can be traveling because you've got all these people you see living some good life, taking pictures in first class. Maybe they've gathered points and then they earn miles from their credit card, and now they're able to fly that first class that they want, and just add money to it. Always learn about the benefits of your credit card, what it has. Some credit cards has insurance if you travel. So many benefits to learn from, and I just don't want you to be so focused on job that you don't see these other things that can also make you have a better life, and then you ignore that aspect. Okay, credit card is not just tapping and swiping. There are so many other benefits that come from it. Let me know if this is useful and if you like more videos like this, because this is just me trying to explore to see what you guys will like, what you guys don't like on this channel. But yeah, there are so many things I love to talk about, and this is one of them. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. 50,000 is the goal. And let me know in the comment section, have you misused your credit card before? Do you have a credit card from your country, where you're from? And does it work in the same way it works here, where your credit score determines almost everything that you have to do when it comes to purchasing things? I'd like to learn from you as well. Thank you so much, and see you in my next video.